That magnesium glycinate pill you just took may never help your body at all. Not because it's fake, but because one of the 5 foods you ate today may have shut down your magnesium absorption before it even had a chance to work. No symptom, no warning, just wasted magnesium. A 2017 review in Current Nutrition and Food Science found that magnesium absorption can drop from as high as 80% to as low as 20% when certain dietary factors interfere. And the scary part is that these foods don't look unhealthy. They're normal daily staples. Foods sitting in kitchens right now. Foods many seniors eat every single day without realizing they may interfere with magnesium absorption. In this video, we're going to uncover all 5 foods, and number 1 is the most unexpected item on this list. Stick to the end. Let's get straight into it. Food number 5. High-calcium dairy products taken too close to your magnesium supplement. And this is a mistake millions of people make every single day without realizing it. You swallow your magnesium, then wash it down with milk. Eat yogurt right after. Maybe cheese with the same meal. Seems harmless. But inside the gut, calcium and magnesium immediately start competing fiercely for the same absorption pathways. They're both essential minerals, but when calcium floods the gut at the same time, magnesium can get pushed aside before your body ever has the chance to use it, which means that expensive supplement you just took may end up doing far less than you think. But the solution isn't quitting dairy forever, not even close. The fix is surprisingly simple. Just separate dairy and magnesium by at least 2 hours. Take your magnesium glycinate either 2 hours before or 2 hours after consuming large amounts of dairy. If you have yogurt for breakfast at 7 a.m., don't take your magnesium until 9 a.m. at the earliest. If you take your supplement at night, make sure that glass of warm milk isn't happening at the same time. Some researchers actually recommend a 3-hour window for heavy dairy meals like pizza or a cream-based pasta. The key is giving your gut time to process one mineral before you introduce the other. Your absorption channels need to be clear. When you separate them properly, studies show magnesium absorption can increase dramatically. That's the difference between your supplement actually working and becoming an expensive waste your body flushes out every single day. And speaking of things competing for absorption, number 4, unsoaked whole grains and high-phytate cereals. This is where many people trying to eat healthy accidentally run into trouble. Foods like brown rice, oatmeal, whole wheat bread, and bran cereals are often seen as healthy everyday choices. And to be fair, many of them do contain important nutrients. But hidden inside many of these foods is a compound called phytic acid. Inside the digestive system, phytic acid acts almost like a trap for minerals. It can latch onto magnesium and hold it so tightly that the body struggles to absorb it properly. Instead of reaching your cells, much of that magnesium may simply pass straight through the body unused. The good news is, you don't have to abandon whole grains entirely. The solution lies in preparation methods that our ancestors actually knew about. Soaking grains overnight can dramatically reduce phytic acid levels. And according to reports from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, fermenting them like traditional sourdough bread can reduce phytic acid even further by 50 to 96%. Sprouting is another powerful method. Sprouted grain bread contains far lower phytate levels than regular whole wheat bread. If you're eating oatmeal, soak your oats overnight in water with a splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. The mild acidity activates phytase enzymes that break down phytic acid naturally. Even just 12 hours of soaking makes a significant difference. But if all these preparation methods sound unrealistic for your lifestyle, don't worry. The easiest solution is simply creating a time gap between whole grains and your supplement. Eat your whole grains at one meal and take your magnesium glycinate at a completely different time. A 2 to 3 hour separation window gives your body the clear path it needs. And unfortunately, whole grains aren't the only healthy foods that can interfere with magnesium absorption. Food number 3, spinach and other high-oxalate greens. This one genuinely shocks people. Spinach is supposed to be healthy, right? It's packed with nutrients. Health experts recommend it constantly. Some people even put it in smoothies every single day, thinking they're helping their body. And spinach does contain magnesium itself. So logically, it should help magnesium levels, not work against them. But when spinach and other high-oxalate greens are combined with magnesium glycinate, the situation becomes much more complicated than most people realize. Spinach is one of the highest sources of oxalic acid found in any food. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds that bind to minerals with incredible strength. When oxalic acid meets magnesium in your digestive tract, they form magnesium oxalate. This compound is essentially a rock. Your body cannot break it down. It cannot absorb the magnesium from it, and in large enough quantities, these crystals can actually contribute to kidney stone formation. A 2004 study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that magnesium absorption dropped from 36.5% with kale to just 26.7% when spinach was added to the exact same meal. The magnesium was literally being converted into stone-forming material instead of being used by the body. Here's the solution. This doesn't mean you need to completely eliminate spinach. The better approach is cooking it properly. According to a 2005 study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, boiling spinach for just a few minutes can reduce its soluble oxalate content by 30 to 87%. Steaming can also lower oxalate levels, though usually less effectively. Never eat it raw in a smoothie on the same day you take magnesium glycinate. Even better, switch some of your spinach consumption to low oxalate greens like kale, arugula, bok choy, or collard greens. These give you similar nutritional benefits without the magnesium-blocking oxalate load. Separate cooked spinach meals from your supplement by at least 2 hours. Number 2, processed foods packed with refined sugar. And this is where things start getting much worse. Because sugar doesn't only interfere with magnesium absorption, it can also rapidly deplete the magnesium already stored inside the body, forcing your system to use it up much faster than it should. Here's what makes refined sugar even more dangerous. Every time your body processes large amounts of sugar, it burns through magnesium during that process. And over time, excessive sugar intake can quietly drain magnesium levels faster than most people realize, especially in someone who's already low to begin with. So every time you eat a candy bar, drink a soda, or consume processed foods with added sugars, your body is pulling magnesium from your muscles, bones, and organs just to handle the sugar load. And this is where the cycle starts feeding itself. When your magnesium levels drop, your body craves more sugar. Low magnesium disrupts insulin signaling, which triggers sugar cravings. So you eat more sugar, which depletes more magnesium, which creates more cravings. It's a vicious downward spiral. To protect your magnesium glycinate investment, you need to reduce added sugar intake as much as possible. Start reading labels carefully. Sugar hides under 56 different names on ingredient lists. Things like dextrose, maltose, high fructose corn syrup, and agave nectar are all refined sugars. Try to keep total added sugars under 25 grams per day. Replace sugary snacks with whole fruits. The fiber in whole fruits slows sugar absorption dramatically. When you do eat something sweet, take your magnesium supplement at least 3 hours apart. And now we reach number 1, the one you've been waiting for. This is the item quietly sabotaging magnesium absorption for more people than anything else on this list. And once you understand the research behind it, you'll never look at it the same way again. Number 1, coffee and high caffeine beverages. Coffee, tea, energy drinks, pre-workout formulas, anything with significant caffeine content is potentially destroying your magnesium glycinate supplementation from multiple angles simultaneously. That's about 3 cups of regular coffee, and every single one of those cups is actively working against your magnesium levels. Here's what caffeine does. First, it acts as a powerful diuretic. It increases urine output significantly, and magnesium is one of the primary minerals that gets flushed out when you urinate more frequently. Research from Washington State University found that an average caffeine dose of about 5.9 milligrams per kilogram increased urinary magnesium excretion by 45% in the hours following consumption, along with a 23% increase in urine output. Second, caffeine also directly interferes with magnesium absorption in the intestines. Coffee and tea also have another weapon. They contain compounds called tannins that can bind to minerals inside the digestive tract and form complexes that resist digestion. Now, the goal here isn't to quit coffee completely. For most people, that's just not realistic. The real solution is timing. You need to create enough separation. The minimum recommended gap is 2 hours, but research suggests 3 to 4 hours is optimal. If you drink coffee in the morning, take your magnesium at lunch or in the evening. Many experts now recommend taking magnesium glycinate before bed, since it's the furthest point from morning caffeine. And the glycinate form itself may also help support relaxation and sleep. If you drink coffee throughout the day, keep it in the morning, and move your magnesium to the evening. Try to keep total caffeine intake under about 200 milligrams per day, roughly 2 small cups of coffee. Every extra cup pushes your magnesium levels lower. And if possible, replace afternoon coffee with herbal tea, which contains no caffeine and no tannins that interfere with mineral absorption. If this helped you, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and isn't a substitute for medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement. Thanks for watching.